Real quick, I'm trying something new today. I know I look rough. I've got a hair mask on my hair. I'm trying to get some life back in my hair from swimming and sun, so I can actually color it. This is actually natural, and it looks a little dark right now where I've got the mask on, but yes, I'm a natural, like, strawberry blonde. What? Anyway, I don't know how many of you all have been to a spa and had needling done, or I forget what it's called. Anyway, there's a lot of different ways that it can be done. There's a lot of different technology to it. Some it's really advanced. I had the option to get like a machine where you push buttons to do the needling, but instead I went with a skin roller. And as you can see, the ones that I bought have been autoclaved, sealed, and it's made out of titanium, so I can continue to keep it clean. Now, I have several different size needles here because you don't want to use a needle that you would use on, say, the back of your legs for cellulite on your face. You want to use a smaller needle on your face. You don't want to do this more than once a month. So the way that you use these are you wash your face really good. Then you go up, down, and then diagonally over every area 15 times or so. And it's not big needles, so it's not, you shouldn't see any blood with the ones that you use on your face. What it does is it creates a way for, first off, it tricks your skin into producing more collagen. And by that, it's supposed to help fill in wrinkles. It's supposed to help with fine lines, wrinkles, acne scars, cellulite, stuff like that. So it tricks the skin into producing more cellulite. Also, your skin is open, pretty much. So you really want to be careful. You don't want to wear makeup or anything harsh on your skin until everything is healed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go wash my face with a really good cleanser, an antibacterial cleanser. And then I'm going to basically video me needling my own face for the first time. And then I'm going to put my cosmetics on, or not my cosmetics, my skin creams on after that. And then I will update you guys tomorrow. Oh, by the way, it is supposed to help with under eye bags and stuff. And I have a busted fat pocket in one of mine, and I'm really hoping that this kind of takes care of it. Not that I'm really sensitive about it, because I don't really care, but it would be cool for it to go away. Because I'm not going to have surgery on it, but, you know, if it happens, it happens. It's probably mine. You can have it if you want it, I guess. Okay, so this is it. It's the time. We're going to see if I can handle this. I'm not, I mean, I know I'm covered in tattoos, but can you see that? That's needles. Yeah, so I've had this done, but when it's done by somebody else, it's going to feel a little different, so there goes nothing. Just have to call him, or I don't know, have your sister text him and ask. This actually does not hurt. Now it says not to use this on broken skin. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta stop and enjoy the moment, living in now. Also, it's important that what people sometimes forget is to hug them and say, yo, you did good. So go ahead and hug yourself. You deserve it. It was such a pleasure having the RP here. This is my best friend that I've known all the people since childhood. Really enjoy it. I will go hang out with the piazza. We'll see if we can pull it together. I'm not sure to let things blow up if smooth too. Alright, enjoy this. Peace. These basics. Secret parking lot of Elon Musk and his Martians. What the piazza's gonna be here, and we are going to be blowing things up. No matter what you blow up things with, if it's dynamite or if it's CO2 bottles, it's always a good time. Concentrate.
Sorry, I'm so quiet on this. Like, I'm just trying to think and I'm watching something with my son too. But yeah. And from what I understand, like, this not only opens up for your skin to accept creams and stuff at a deeper level, but it'll also help drain some smaller acne that you might have that you just can't get rid of. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I've got little light acne that goes on like right in this area. It's not really acne. It looks like little whiteheads. So I don't know. We will see. Now, this part don't feel so good because there's not as much skin there. Now, I'm using very small needles on my face. You don't want to use like the larger 3-4 millimeter ones, the ones that are supposed to be for, like, they recommend for doctor use only.
The guard post can screw on here, but it doesn't seal on here. We have obviously duct tape. I got plumber's tape too. Get it in the fluid. They didn't make a nozzle that can like stab in there. I got this thing so we can hook the hose end up to this.
Derma jet.
Yeah. And then jab this into the fluid.
How tight is this? Let me see if I can screw it. Oh yeah, it's tight.
Yeah, so you can see a little where I'm getting red.
Touch it.
Okay, I think you guys have seen enough so far, so I'm just going to finish this up because it's going to take me a few minutes. And I don't want you guys just sitting here staring at my face, and then I'll come back and kind of give you guys a rundown. Okay, now I know people are going to think I'm crazy, but I am finished, and this is kind of like what you'll look like. You can tell I went a little harder in some places that I know that I need help. And then again, I won't do this again for at least 30 days, maybe longer. It just depends on how my skin heals from this time. Now I'm going to go put on my facial products. It's really hard for me to do that and video at the same time because I use a few serums and stuff, and you want to get them on while everything is still open. That way they can absorb really well. Love you guys. Okay, so I'm just about done, ready to go to bed. I'm not greasy, I promise. It just takes a little bit for some of my stuff to soak in. But all in all, the needling wasn't bad. It didn't really hurt at the time. It stings a little afterwards because your skin starts getting dry, kind of like when you get a tattoo. So you definitely want to make sure that you have your creams and stuff ready to go on ASAP when you're done. If you're prone to irritation or swelling, make sure that you have an appropriate cream to handle irritation or swelling. Other than that, like my skin, even down here, before I put anything on it, I felt that my skin is already softer. So that's a win. Now if I can just get rid of the busted fat pockets under my eyes, I'd be so happy. And of course the fine lines on my forehead. I'm just curious to see how much this actually produces or helps produce more collagen. I know I look really red, but I'm not as red in person as I am on camera, I promise that. I'm not even really swollen. My lips are a little, but that too can be from what I use on them because I use a lot of plumpers and stuff during the day, so it could be anything. But yeah, definitely you want to make sure you wash your face really good with something that's antibacterial before you do this, because I mean, it is needles. You are puncturing the skin. You do not want to use a heavy hand, and you want to keep it going in different directions. You don't want to roll back and forth over the same spot in the same way multiple times because it's going to hurt. The only problem that I found was like this little area right here, like getting into this whole little area where I usually have really dry skin. I'll have blackheads that will hide in there, and a whitehead usually right here, and it seems to be on both sides. They're gone now. Gone. So I think it's worth it. I got a bigger needle one that I'm eventually going to use on the back of my legs. But I'm going to have to wait till I have help. Anyway, yeah, when the stuff soaks in, I'll put on my apricots overnight mask that I'll sleep in. It's a nutritional mask for moisture that you put on before you go to bed. I use that every night, and then you wash it off the next morning. You don't have to, but that's what the directions say. Some people use it as a moisturizer daily, but it's too heavy for that for me, because I mean, it is a cream. So I put it on before, right when I lay down. I put it on, and it gives all this stuff time to soak in. And I just remembered I forgot to put my vitamin C serum on, so I'm going to wait for all this to kind of soak in, and I'm going to do that before I lay down. And then I'll be using this too before I go to bed. It's called Goodnight Kisses, and it's an all-night lip softening mask that is from Posh. It's got peppermint oils in it and stuff. I did needle my lips, so definitely want to make sure that I am putting moisture and nutrients back into them. I've got a lip oil on my lips from Posh now, and then I'll use this before I go to bed, along with I'll put my vitamin C serum on from Acti Labs, and then I will use my apricots overnight as soon as I lay down, because the serum really doesn't take long to soak into the skin. So hopefully I wake up and I feel good. Okay, so it's been about an hour since I did the needling. I forgot my vitamin C serum, but I don't really know if I want to do that on broken skin because it can burn, because vitamin C usually is citrusy. So I just went ahead and put my apricots overnight from Posh. Whenever I'm masked, I always mask off and on, if that makes sense. Put on a mask that will pull crud out of my pores, and then this back on it. Yes, I'm laying down watching Great Balls of Fire because I'm lazy and it's 6 o'clock, so I hope everybody's doing well. So, I'm laying here. If it sounds really windy, it's because I have a really high-powered fan in my room. I don't sleep well without sound, so the fan really helps. And I like to be really cool when I sleep. I've been laying here watching horror movies with my son. I know, because I'm mom of the year. Sorry, I know, just covered cameras. But no, this is how we spend time together. He doesn't mind the, like, older, like, late 80s, early 90s slasher films, the ones that he can watch, of course. I limit him. He likes to watch them. He's not afraid of them. But I came on here because today is the day after my needling that I did with the Derma roller for the first time. I'm very happy with my results. I know the lighting in here is awful, and I've got a horrible glare on my glasses, and I look like I got a double chin. No. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with my results, especially like forehead, like that area. Really happy. I did use my bigger roller on my stomach area, and put Hips Don't Lie on there from Posh. You know, it's got good quality ingredients, and it's made to help with skin tightening and like stuff like that. So I was like, well, it's perfect for what I'm trying to achieve. So my question is those of you that have done this or that do this, what is your favorite and most affordable treatment for directly after needling? Like a vitamin C serum or collagen? I'm looking for favorites, and I'm looking for affordability, of course. I meant to put my Mesoderm cream on this morning because ideally that should be what I would be putting on after needling anyway. Mesoderm or Ultraderm, something like that I get from ActiLabs. And it slipped my mind because when it's really hot, I tend to stick to Moisturizer 911 from Posh because it's a really lightweight moisturizer, and it's actually really good for oily or dry skin. It's not really heavy. It's got caffeine in it, and you can really feel it tighten your skin and as it dries, and it helps to lighten sun-damaged areas as well. It's really popular amongst teenagers. I find the Complexion Perfection combined with the Moisture 911, and then there's like, you should always have a cleanser that's not a exfoliant. So since we don't have the Porific bar anymore, that something, I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's like the iridescent colored soap that's almost see-through. It smells lovely. It actually has the same properties as the Porific bar, but it has the Delicate Blue Lotus in it too, which is really good anti-inflammatory. So that's what I've been recommending for teenagers that's having skin issues, is the Complexion Perfection Moisturize 911, and then the Moon Soap that for some reason I can't remember the name of right now. I'm like tired. But if you keep up with Posh, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's in our big bath chunks. That or the Gender Bender is another good one to cleanse. But remember that if you use the Gender Bender every day, having charcoal in it, it's going to detox. So you're likely going to deal with acne until your pores are totally cleared out. Because that's what it's doing. It's pulling everything out to the surface to get rid of it. My daughter also uses CC Wash from ActiLabs every other day. And then for a toner, we both use the micellar water from Posh that came out with the last catalog. I don't know if it's going to stay. We have a catalog change coming up fairly soon, so if that's something that you're interested in, I mean, I know tons of places that sell micellar, and I know that Garnier has one that, I mean, it does what it says it's going to do. AccuLabs has one. I tend to like Posh's because it's got lavender in it, and I just love the smell of lavender. I love how it soothes irritated skin. It helps with inflammation. If you have a sunburned face, it's going to help with that. But I always use micellar as a toner. I'll also use it as a makeup remover, but if I'm using it as a makeup remover, I either use the Biphase makeup remover from AccuLabs, and if I don't have that, I do use the Garnier from, I get it from Ulta, but I know Walmart sells it. Garnier has a micellar water that's like a Biphase cleanser too, so it's a makeup remover, and it's really hydrating, but you can tell it's got an oil in it, so you've got to shake it up really good. But I've had really good results with that, and it's really hydrating and very smoothing. It's funny, since all the makeup I wear tends to be water resistant, and then I coat it with NYX setting spray to make it water resistant for 24 hours. I soak cotton pads for both eyes and my lips, since I always wear like a stain, and leave it on for about a minute or two and kind of let it soak through, especially like the lashes and my brows and my eyeshadow, because I use a good primer for the shadow too, and then wipe off and then go through the rest of it. That way I'm not like going through a ton of pads. And I may actually get a small half-pint mason jar and some of the cotton pads and make my own makeup cleanser out of essential oils, rose water, and a few other things, hibiscus. I don't know, I'll have to sit down. I used to make my own line of skincare, so I mean, it'd be easy for me. Just something to use, because I don't like spending a ton of money on makeup remover. Because I mean, there's so many affordable, cheap things that you can use, like baby oil to get your makeup off, but at the same time, it's not really doing anything good for your skin. In fact, it could clog your pores. So I want to make something that I can use to take my makeup off, and instead of trying to make it and sell it, I will share my recipe with you guys. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day. That's the end of this. And if anybody has any questions about needling or has any advice to me about derma rolling, needling, anything like that, please leave a comment. And I accept any and all advice. Bye, guys. Okay, since I haven't actually finished or edited the vlog from my needling the other day, I know this is probably going to make this vlog insanely long, and if it does, I'm sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a face mask that is going to help clean, and then I'm going to use apricots overnight. I was going to use the Physio mask since I just did the needling, but I may do that next time. So I'm trying to decide kale face, calling all berries, tickled pink, or one of the original strippers. I don't have any cackle spackle. I do, but I can't find it. So this is like the only one I have right now that's got charcoal in it, I think. There's another mask that they offer, and I think I left it in the other living room, that's from the Look Natural line that I love. So I'm going to sit here and try to choose which mask I think would be better. My Calling All Blueberries mask is gone too, and so is another one. I'm horrible at keeping up with things, you can't tell. And I'm going to rinse it, and then I'm going to go through my routine nightly, and then figure out about how much I'm going to have to needle, since I'm not using like the crazy ways that they do in the salons where it actually draws blood. It's basically just to jumpstart collagen and then soak in your products better. So we'll see. Love you guys. Whoa. Okay, so I decided to go with the original formula of the stripper. The new formula you do not want to put on your face. It is much stronger than this. This isn't even really intended for the face to begin with. It's intended to detox your body. It's nice to use like across your chest, under your arms, the bottom of your feet, stuff like that. We detox pretty well through the bottoms of our feet. And anytime that you use a detox, I see all that over there. That's like movies and action figures that we gotta get the fuck. But anytime you detox yourself, like I even went down there, definitely want to follow up with a moisturizer. And then you don't want to over detox, because when you do that, you're really going to cause yourself a lot of acne, which, I mean, is the detox working? But if you do it slowly over time, it's not going to be as noticeable to the point where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. So here's the way that this works. Now I'm detoxing. This is a mud and activated charcoal mask. I will rinse it off with warm water to open the pores. I will go and then use the micellar from Posh, and I will tone the skin, and then after that dries, I will use an eye treatment, lip treatment, vitamin C serum, and then I will use a night moisturizer, which I'm out of my night collagen that I would normally use from Acne. So I've been using the night oil, the little bottle of night oil from Posh. Amazing stuff. It smells good too. It's not feminine, but it's not masculine. It's real woodsy and earthy, but it's made out of good high quality oils. So, and I mean, that's what it is. It's oil. It's a face oil. You put it on sparingly, kind of pat it into your face, and I use it in conjunction with certain skin sticks that are made from argan oil and shea butter and stuff. Very lightly I use those, as they can be kind of heavy, but they're good for your skin. I use all that in conjunction with, I kind of mix between Acne and Posh, because if I don't have one, then I can find something in the other line that will compensate for it. But I have my ways that I try to keep things going, and if I run out of something and I just don't have the money to pick it up and I've got something here that'll work, then I make it work. So I've been using the dewy face, the night oil, and then apricots overnight. Now this is after I use the Good as Gold stick very lightly, because it's argan oil and it will feel very heavy on the skin, and you don't want heavy. Heavy can cause breakouts. I use it here and then across my forehead, just like in patting motions, and then gentle, like kind of patting and swipe, like nothing like where I'm pulling on the skin too hard. And the same around the lips. And then I use the Hippie Love or whatever it is under the eyes for the eye bags. Again, very lightly, but I also use another eye cream. I either use Lip and Eye from Acne, the serum, which can feel kind of heavy, or I use Empishage from Posh. The Empishage from Posh for daytime gives you pretty much an immediate reaction. The stuff from